Young and the Restless Spoilers show. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a fantastic day to dive deep into the soap world, grab your favorite drink, and get ready for a wild ride. We have a massive update to discuss, so let's get right into it. I cannot believe they actually went there. I am sitting here in the dark staring at my screen and my jaw is literally resting on the floor right now. I am furious, I am heartbroken, and I am honestly in absolute awe of how messy and twisted this show can get when it really wants to push our buttons. Victor Newman just dropped the mother of all bombs, and I need to get this out of my system immediately before I explode. The baby, Sally Spectra's baby. It is not Billy Abbott's, it is Adam's. I repeat, the child Sally is carrying belongs to Adam Newman. And they lied. They looked Billy right in his face, watched him get excited about the future, and they completely deceived him. Let's back up for a second because my brain is moving a million miles a minute and I need to process this properly. So, we all know Victor has been on this absolute rampage lately. He is hoarding power like it is going out of style. He has been liquidating Nikki's assets while she is blind and vulnerable. He has been orchestrating these massive corporate attacks on Spectra Charles, and he is just being the classic, ruthless Victor we have been watching for decades. But this is a whole new level of diabolical, even for the mustache. He is always looking for leverage. He is always looking for that one fatal weakness he can exploit to crush his enemies and bring his family to heel. And he found it. Victor noticed something was off with Sally. Am I the only one who noticed how Victor has been watching her lately? He has this predator gaze, like a hawk circling a wounded animal. He saw the way she was acting, the severe paranoia, the stress, the way she was constantly looking over her shoulder. Victor, being the calculated genius he is, smelled blood in the water. He knew Sally was hiding something massive. And because he has infinite resources, private investigators on speed dial, and absolutely zero moral boundaries, he dug in. He got his hands on a secret DNA test. And boom, he finds out the ultimate secret that is going to tear half of Genoa City apart. The child Sally is carrying is not an Abbott. It is a Newman. The sheer magnitude of this secret is staggering. How did Sally and Adam even think they could keep this hidden in a town where everyone knows everyone's business? But of course, Victor doesn't just sit on this information. Oh no, he weaponizes it immediately, because that is exactly what Victor does. He uses people's deepest traumas and mistakes to consolidate his own power. He knows this is a fatal weakness for Sally, a massive point of control over Adam, and a devastating, soul-crushing blow to Billy Abbott. So what does Victor do? He summons Billy to his office at Newman Enterprises. Can we just talk about the brilliant execution of that scene for a second? The absolute suffocating tension in the room. Victor sitting behind that massive desk, looking like the undisputed king of the world, holding that single piece of paper like it is a loaded gun. I am sorry, but the cruelty of Victor in that moment is just astounding. He doesn't soften the blow. He doesn't show a single ounce of empathy for a man who is about to have his world shattered. He just hands Billy the DNA test results with this smug, calculated, icy look on his face. Victor wants to break Billy. He has always hated the Abbotts, and he especially hates Billy. Seeing Billy's face drop as he reads those words, I felt physically sick to my stomach. Billy has been through so much trauma over the years. Remember when he lost Delia? Remember how long it took him to piece his shattered life back together? He has struggled with addiction, with gambling, with severe depression, and now, just when he thought he was getting a second chance at a happy family, Victor rips it away with a single piece of paper. Billy's reaction was just, it broke me. You could see the exact second his heart shattered into a million tiny pieces. He is staring at this DNA test, the black and white proof of his entire life falling apart, and the realization washes over him like a tidal wave. Sally lied. The woman he has been fiercely defending against Jill's meddling, the woman he has been planning a bright future with, the woman he was ready to build a whole life around. She has been deceiving him this entire time. And it is not just that she lied about the paternity, it is WHO, the father is, with Adam, his ultimate nemesis, the man who was driving the car that hit his precious daughter Delia. I mean, you literally cannot write a more painful, agonizing betrayal for Billy Abbott. It is the ultimate twisting of the knife. Adam Newman, the man Billy despises more than anyone else on this earth, is the father of the baby Billy thought was his. The sheer psychological torture of that realization is going to send Billy into a tailspin. Why Sally? Why would she do this? I am so incredibly mad at her right now, but at the same time, because I am an emotional mess, I kind of get it. Wait, no, I don't get it. Lying about paternity is the oldest soap trope in the book, and it always blows up in your face. Remember when Sharon tried to hide Faith's paternity? Or when Phyllis lied about Summer? Yeah, didn't work then either. The truth always comes out, especially when Victor Newman is involved. But let's really dig into Sally's psychology here, because she is a complete mess. She is so deeply traumatized from losing baby Ava. That loss broke her. She was terrified of going through that again. I think Sally panicked. She and Billy were building this seemingly stable life, and she probably had a moment of weakness with Adam, because Adam is always her weak spot, isn't he? They have this toxic, magnetic, undeniable pull to each other that they just cannot sever. When she found out she was pregnant, she probably knew deep down in her gut that it could be Adam's. But she desperately wanted the safety and stability that Billy offered. She didn't want the chaos of the Newman family. She didn't want Victor Newman trying to steal her baby or control her life like he does with everyone else. So she made a desperate, horrific, incredibly selfish choice to. She chose self-preservation over the truth. But to actively deceive Billy, to watch him get excited about being a father again, to watch him buy baby things and plan for this child, knowing there was a massive chance it wasn't his, that is cold. That is so incredibly cold and manipulative. And Adam, let's talk about Adam Newman for a second, because he is right in the thick of this toxic mess too. He knew. They secretly hid this together to deceive Billy. That makes Adam's recent actions make so much more sense. Remember when Adam was desperately begging Victor to leave Sally alone? Remember when he approached Sally at Society and offered to buy Newman Media just to protect her from Victor's corporate attacks? I thought he was just being a good guy, honoring the memory of baby Ava and trying to make amends. Nope, he was protecting his new baby. He was protecting the mother of his unborn child. He knew Victor was attacking Spectre Charles, and he panicked because he didn't want Sally under that kind of severe stress while carrying his child. It all clicks into place now. Adam has been playing this twisted game of knight in shining armor while simultaneously stabbing Billy in the back. I am just so disgusted with Adam right now. I know some people are loving this. They want Chatham to end, and they want Adam and Sally back together because of their chemistry. But personally, I think this is so grimy and disrespectful. What about Chelsea? Chelsea went all the way to Las Vegas to check on him when he was dealing with the Matt Clark situation. She is trying to build a life with him, and he is out here harboring this massive paternity secret with Sally. The fallout from this is going to be absolutely biblical. Chelsea is going to completely lose her mind when she finds out Adam lied to her again. And let's get back to Billy. What is he going to do now? We all know Billy's track record when he gets hurt. He spirals. He goes to the dark place. He gambles. He drinks. He makes terrible, self-destructive decisions that ruin his life. I am genuinely terrified that this is going to push Billy right back over the edge into the abyss. He was finally finding some solid ground, and Sally just took a sledgehammer to his entire world. How is Sally going to explain this? I want to be a fly on the wall when Billy finally confronts her. What can she even say to justify this level of betrayal? Sorry I slept with your worst enemy and let you think his baby was yours while you planned our future. There is no coming back from this. The trust is completely obliterated. It is reduced to ashes, and you just know Victor is going to sit back in his leather chair and watch the fireworks with a glass of scotch. Victor doesn't even have to lift a finger anymore. He lit the match, and now he gets to watch the Abbott family and Sally's life burn to the ground. This is exactly why Victor always wins. It is infuriating. I have been watching for years, and this is exactly the kind of manipulative, puppet master garbage that makes me want to throw my remote at the television. He uses people like disposable chess pieces. He is going to use this baby to control Adam. He is going to hold this over Adam's head to force him into line at Newman Enterprises. Do what I say. Abandon your independence, or I expose everything and take your child. It is so predictable, but it still makes my blood boil because Adam always falls for it. I am dreading the next few episodes, but I also cannot look away. It is like a horrific car crash in slow motion. Billy is going to confront Sally in what will probably be the screaming match of the century. Sally is going to cry and play the victim and talk about her trauma. Adam's going to step in and try to play the aggressive, protective baby daddy. And Victor's going to laugh his way to the bank. I just feel so incredibly bad for Billy. Am I the only one who feels like the writers just love to torture this man for sport? Give Billy Abbott a break for once in his life. But honestly, part of me is also thrilled because the drama is going to be top-tier soap opera gold. The acting from Jason Thompson as Billy in that scene with Victor was award-worthy. You could feel the raw, unfiltered devastation radiating off the screen. And when he inevitably confronts Sally, it is going to be explosive. I just hope Billy doesn't do something stupid. He needs to walk away. He needs to pack his bags, cut ties with Sally, and let her and Adam deal with the toxic, messy bed they have made for themselves. Because let's be real, Adam and Sally deserve each other at this point. If they are willing to lie this deeply, to manipulate someone who genuinely cared about them, then they are perfect for each other's chaotic, destructive energy. But they are going to have to deal with the wrath of Victor Newman now. Victor knows the truth. Victor has the DNA test, and Victor will use this unborn child as the ultimate bargaining chip in his endless quest for dominance. Sally thought she was protecting herself by lying to Billy. She just handed Victor Newman the keys to her entire life, and he is going to make her pay. Okay, I need to take a deep breath. I am getting way too worked up over this. My heart is literally racing. But that is what this show does to us, right? We get invested. We care about these flawed characters even when they make the absolute dumbest, most hurtful decisions possible. I am going to be glued to my screen tomorrow because I desperately need to see the fallout. I need to see Billy's next move. Will he tell Jack and start an Abbott Newman war? Will he confront Adam and throw punches? Will he just disappear into the night and hit the bottle? Whatever happens, Genoa City is never going to be the same after this paternity. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I am still reeling and I need to know I am not alone in this.